Can you tell me your first name? What is your name?
My name is Suju and my English name is Dumo. Dumo.
Dumo.
Yes.
How did you get that name? That's a very unique name.
It's my friends who give me actually very like
Yeah, so your friends chose this name for you?
yeah.
Is it a character from a show or a movie or something?
No.
Okay, so they just made it up for you. And is your family name Du or June?
Do.
Du. Okay, so your first name is June. Okay. And Dumo, what grade are you currently in now?
Uh, I'm grade 10 and I want to say I want to try the 10th grade.
Okay, so you want to repeat the 10th grade. That's a great idea. We really encourage for our international students to repeat the grade that they are already in. It helps you since you already know the content you'll be learning, so you'll just have to learn it again in English. So it kind of helps you. You already have the foundation there. Um, okay, so Dumo, have you ever taken any English exams like the TOEFL test?
Uh, no, but I take the live
You took the SLEP. Great. What did you get on the SLEP test?
47.
47. When did you take this?
It's April. I can't remember
Uh
the
huh.
date.
This year, April?
Uh, yes,
Oh, so just last month.
yes, because I don't have enough time to learn TOEFL.
That's okay. We can find some schools for you that will accept the SLEP. Also, your speaking English is quite good. I'm surprised that at your SLEP score, actually. Do you have any practice or experience in conversational tutoring or anything like that?
Yes, I have a friend. I'm open to talk with him.
Is he an international friend?
Yes,
Oh, is he? How do you know this person?
I go to class and to make friends with him.
So there's. Where is this person from? Where is your friend from?
He's from Canada.
Oh, uh, so are you attending an international school or a normal school?
Normal school, but I often go to some class to learn the another like the music. And in the class, I make friends.
Uh huh. Okay. Well, that's very interesting that you can have some international friends and you can practice your English with them in your everyday life too. So, did your English improve a lot after becoming his friend?
Yes,
Wow. So, do you have any other English training or you just practice with your friend?
um, I am traveled to the Australia and the Europe.
Uh huh. How long did you travel to those countries?
Uh, I think just 10 days or 12 days.
Okay. And while you were there, you practiced some English as well?
Yes, I often to talk with another and to buy some like the water
Mm-hmm.
or food.
What was your proudest moment when you were speaking with a foreigner in Australia or in a European country? When you were talking to somebody and you were so proud because you had a good conversation with them. Can you tell me about some kind of example like that?
Um, yes,
What are some examples? One example.
and she may be calling you or contacting you as well.
I
But whoever you do eventually
like to
talk to, if you just
not
want to
around
let them know that they
do
can
but
tell the other two to
I
calm
do
down, you're
and
being taken care of. So
talk with
I just wanted to make sure that somebody had gotten back to you.
yeah.
Oh, so you were able to talk with the waiter and order your food for the first time completely in English.
Jenny is a very reliable person.
Yeah, you must have felt really proud of yourself. And your parents too. um, have you ever taken any English tutoring or English training classes?
No, I haven't because I think having go to the country with say teacher and student, it must be fine. But my time, I want to stay home to watch some American TV shows.
Mm-hmm. Do you watch those TV shows in English or it translated into Chinese? Wow, you watch them in English. That's really impressive. What kind of American TV shows do you like to watch?
Uh, like the vampires and like the Iron Man, Superman.
Oh, yeah. Those are very popular shows here in America too. The Vampire Diaries, I've heard of that. That's an HBO show. That one's scary. So in America, if a show is on HBO, that means it's not on regular TV where most of the public can watch it. So that usually means the rating is higher. Do you have some kind of rating system like that in China too?
Yes, but just like the city garden,
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Chang, and that's just some story.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So why do you want to come study in America?
Because I think United States is a country of diversity, and there have the best finance. And I want to learn the finance and come back to my home, help my father with the
Mm,
business.
okay.
My father, I think he is very tired. He
Um,
often goes home late and get up too early to deal with his business. I often can't help him.
you sound like a very great son to your father. So you want to study business and finance?
Yes,
What are your dream universities to attend?
I think it's the New York University.
So does that mean you want to go to high school on the East Coast?
Uh, yeah,
Okay. So you're interested in schools on the East Coast so that maybe later on you could attend a university on the East Coast as well? Okay.
uh, I I own the website. I'm very glad that your school has some person Asians and another ethnic minority like the Filipinos, African Americans, and Hispanics. Plus, high graduating rate is also looked appealing.
Yes, that's right. America is definitely very diverse. You'll meet so many people from very different backgrounds and ethnicities and cultures while you're studying here. So I'm very glad to hear that you're looking forward to those experiences. I know it can be a little bit nervous for you to come to a very different culture than what you're used to, but I think you will learn a lot from your time here. So what is your ultimate goal? So you want to study in America. What is your plan for the next 5 or 10 years?
I think I will spend my 3 years from finish my high school life from grade 9 to grade 12, and I will spend 4 years to finish my university life, and then I will come back to help my father. It's very hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you want to come back and help your father with his business?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure your father is very, very proud of your dream to help him. And I'm sure that's why they want to support you to reach your goals as well. So, what is one thing that you're going to miss about China?
Uh, uh, I mm, I do.
You're so excited for your new life that you're not going to miss anything at all.
I think I will be sad to can't uh, can't see my father, my mother, and my brother.
Mm,
But
yeah.
I will try to uh, be a good happy and bring the happy to my family.
Yeah. You will be able to see them, just not as often. So that's something that will be difficult for you to get used to, but you will definitely get used to it. Yeah. Um, okay. So that's been really great to hear about, learn more about you. So what are some other things that you would like to experience in your new life here and in your new school in America? Are there any clubs or activities that you would like to join, or some certain classes that you are excited to take, excited to learn about?
Yes, I was very excited to learn the new and more new knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
May I ask a question?
Sure. What do you have a question about?
Um, if we learn the geography knowledge, could we school organize the students to go to the school street and then we hand down
Hello?
high.
Okay, sorry, it got disconnected after you said hands on. What did you say? Can you repeat your sentence?
Yes, if we learn geography knowledge, could school organize we to go to the field trip and
Mm-hmm.
hand down there?
Oh, that is going to depend on what kind of trip that you organize and um, what school you end up going to. But is that something that you're interested in? Are you interested in global education and learning about other cultures, visiting other countries with with your peers? That's great. There are many travel clubs and cultural clubs at school. So it sounds like that's something you can join, learn about other cultures that way, and definitely you can do some trips too.
And on the website, I found information about the activities campus life, information about lunch and cafeteria and athletics.
Mm-hmm.
I am very looking forward to take part in this.
Sure. Which one specifically are you excited about? Any special sports? Do you play sports?
Yes, my favorite sport is football, and as you being requires teamwork. If the player acts in a role in a way so they can win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And when I run on the football field, I can feel relaxed, and it would take my mind off all doubt.
That's right. You certainly have the build for it. I think you would have a great time playing football here. Okay, so that kind of wraps up the first portion of our interview. And now I'm going to send you a reading passage that you can read out loud for me, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see the message?
Please wait a moment.
I just messaged it to you in the chat box.
Yes, I can see the message.
Okay, can you please read it out loud?
Yes,
Okay.
Jack in the story. Call of the Wild.
What happened with the interview?
Tells of Clark, a dog born from California who was taken to
That's so strange.
Auschwitz
His is not great either.
during the longest
I don't think it's our internet though.
in the
I don't think it's our internet though.
1890s.
Yeah.
Buck becomes a dog, part of a team that transports spirits and people through past winter. It was inevitable that the last for uh, leadership should come, but wanted it. He wanted because it was his nature, because he had been greeted by the nameless, incomprehensible, incomprehensible pride of the cloud, and the fact that pride threshold stops in the tail to the last, last, which lures them to their joyfully in the harness and break their heads. If they are cut out of the harness, this was the pride of Zion, as will dog of solid as the toad with all his dreams, the pride that laid hold of them at the break of the camp, transforming them from poor and soulless wretches into straining, eager, futures, treasures, the pride that forced them on all day and drove them at the peak of the camp at night, letting them walk by into the gloomy unrest and disconnect. This is the pride that flowed out, hit him and made him touch the real dog, who blundered and jerked in the text or hid away at turning up 10 in the morning. Likewise, it was the pride that made him feel back at the possible needs dog, and this was satisfied too.
Good job. Was that hard? Was that difficult for you?
I am now
Don't be nervous. You did a great job. How about the difficulty of the passage? Did you understand most of what you read?
I think it's 5%.
75%. Okay. Okay. What do you think the main story, the main idea of the story is?
But wait a moment. His message again.
Sure.
I think story is it's about a man with a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's words I can't understand.
Yeah. Who do you think is the main character?
I think it's the dog.
Mm-hmm. Which dog? There were a couple dogs that were named in the story. Which dog do you think was the main character?
Uh, I think is it's the pride of Gary as the real dog. Jackie London.
Jack London is the author of the story. So it says Jack London's story, Call of the Wild. Call of the Wild is the name of the story, the title. Tells of Buck, a dog stolen from California. Buck becomes a sled dog, part of a team that transports supplies and people through the harsh winters. So that's the opening line to the story. When we read that part of the passage again, does it give you a kind of a better idea of who the story might be about?
If I have time, I will be the dog.
Mm-hmm. So when we read that introductory passage, it lets you know who the author is. It lets you know the title of the story. And it also kind of gives you an idea of what you're about to read. So it says, the story tells of Buck. And who is Buck? What is Buck? Okay, that's right. So he is a dog. He's one of the many dogs that were described in the rest of the passage. So when the introduction tells you about only Buck and not the only other dogs, it kind of gives you a hint that he is going to be the main character of the rest of the story. So he's going to be the main person or the main dog that is going to be the center of the story. Okay? Okay. All right. So I think that you do a really good job in practicing your speaking with your friend and practicing your listening skills with your with watching American TV shows, and those are great skills that you're going to need when you're in America. When you want to do well in school, though, you're going to need to practice more on your reading and your vocabulary and your grammar skills. So what are some ways you think you can practice those skills?
I think I can read and talk with my friends and find my teacher to talk with the problem and learn more.
Yes, that's right. You definitely can read more, and if you can find a teacher to help you with some of the problems that you're having, that you might have when you read some difficult books, then those are some great options for you to have. And before you come to America during the summer, you still have quite some time. You still have a few months. So during those few months, if you really practice hard on reading and even some practicing on writing, then that will really prepare you and help you a lot more for before what you join the classroom here. Okay? Okay. So you can talk about that with your parents and discuss some options for you for how you can practice more, okay? Okay. Sounds good. Okay, well, it was very great talking with you today. And Dumo, if you practice a lot more, I think that you're going to do so well in school here. Okay. I'm excited for you. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem excited. And you don't have to be nervous, okay? I think you're going to do very, very well.
Oh. Can I ask your name?
Sure. My name is Angela. And for future reference, you only address gentlemen as sir. So only males as sir. Do you know what you would address a woman? What's the equivalent of sir for a woman, for a female? You would call her ma'am, not sir. Okay? No problem. Okay, bye, Dumo.